What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time I'm back with a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 6, episode 11. Let's get off into it. Okay, so we are right back where we started out, and you got Quad and Toya. They're all talking. Heavenly and Eugene. Eugene pretty much states that let Quad say whatever she want to say about her marriage whenever she want to say it. Heavenly said that's all we was saying, and I totally agree with both of them. Then you got Quad saying, well, I wish I would have never said nothing. Quad, you fucked up when you felt the need to bring up your marriage. Y'all was all having a good time, and then Quad, you the one brought up the fact that Dr. G cheated, and like, you're not there for that. If you're trying to get over this man, you need to stop bringing him up. Because I do feel like you did play a part, because it seemed like soon as you went into that, then everybody began jumping their ass in. Mariah and Ayden, I'm sick of you motherfuckers playing victim. You motherfuckers are not victims at all. They're walking out and, Simone and them trying to get them to come back and, and Mariah was like, no, and then she's always talking about my mom. She said, yo, mama, that is the most 5th and 6th grade thing ever. Do I think families should stay out of stuff? Yes, but Mariah, that goes for you too and your monkey ass sister Lake. You don't keep her out of shit. You got her all on your live talking shit. So I can't be on your side with this whole Heavenly needs to stop talking about your mama. Because you bring your family into shit, bitch. And Ayden, Mariah will be the reason why you get your ass beat by some black man. I see that happening in your future. So you need to calm Lakeisha down. You need to check her. Stop trying to tell everybody to check their wife. You check your motherfucking wife. Because you the main one that lets your wife walk all over your ass. We got the next day. I did not like that wig Quad had on, girl. You should have kept your hair long and the way you had it, child. But she wakes up to a beautiful view. She's in a better mood, which is good. Just stop bringing up Dr. G's ass and you'll be halfway all right, sis. So Eugene and Toya is talking. Eugene is talking about barbecuing, and then Toya is talking about she's going to chill by the pool while he's barbecuing. And then Toya mentions that she wishes Contessa would stay in her room, honey, and relax, because y'all know Contessa didn't accuse Toya of hitting her, and she thought the shit was done on purpose, and y'all know it was an accident, clearly. Next, we got Contessa and her husband. They're talking, and she's talking about the swelling has went down, and she's mad that she missed out on the event from the previous day. No, you ain't, girl. You ain't missed nothing but some fuckery by your clique, honey. Always arguing about something. But anyways, Contessa pisses me off when she says, well, I didn't get a call or a text or anything, and she knew that she hit me. She's talking about Toya. She knew that she did this. I see all this victim talk. And I'm sick of it. It was a motherfucking accident, bitch. And Contessa, if you can allow them motherfucking baby's kids of yours to hit your ass all in the titty and you don't say shit to them, you can't check them, but you so mad with Toya. There are people out here, you guys, that do that play the victim so well. Well, she could have called and this is her fucking anniversary trip. She ain't think about your ass. Nurse yourself back to health and stop thinking everything is about you and the fact that you'd have had this surgery. That girl did feel bad that she accidentally hit you in the titty. She was crying about it. And you sitting up there, oh, I think it was done on purpose. Ain't nobody calling you after they thought some shit was done on purpose. Contessa, you are dismissive of people's feelings, but then you expect for people to care about your feelings. It don't work that way, bitch. Child, why did Eugene put garlic in Toya's baked beans? Don't no damn garlic go in no damn baked beans. It's sugar, cinnamon, and brown sugar, honey. And if you're anything like me, you put a little open pit barbecue sauce up in there, give it that tangy flavor, So Eugene, stop fucking up basic shit. You could tell he was trying to show off, child. So they all head towards the pool, and then Toya says to Jackie, I almost bought that bathing suit. Toya, that bathing suit you are a lot thicker than Jackie. Let Jackie wear that. You got too much ass and titties. And I kind of like your body because I feel like you look healthy. But you can't fit into what Jackie had on, honey. I just don't. It would have been too much of you coming out, honey. I like Mariah's curly wig. What is it? Like reddish orange. I really like that on her. And I hope she wears it more often on the show. It's really pretty. Okay, so the guys, they all greet each other. Damon comes down and he greets Cecil. He ain't say shit to that motherfucker. Aydin. I don't blame you, Damon. Shit, you was about to whoop his ass last night. Then Contessa comes down, greets the girls heavily. And then Contessa, I don't like you. Because like I said, I'm starting to, and it's funny because I was just starting to like your ass. I was rooting for you, bitch. I was rooting for you. I was starting to like you, and I was going to be able to kind of put most of your issue with Toya on Toya. I don't like you using her to get on the show, and I do think you guilty of that, and then trying to talk shit to her while you on the show. You're a little guilty of that. Toya is very childish, too, and we see it on this episode. I'll get to it. My thing is this, Contessa. If you blame this girl for purposely hitting you, why the fuck are you going in trying to hug her? That is the fakest shit that you could ever do. You should have greeted everybody and then not even really said too much to Toya, or you should have said, well, Toya, can I pull you to the side? Don't try to kiss and hug on some bitch you just accused of hitting you. What's wrong with you, girl? Toya paid her ass dust, though. She was just sitting there, honey. I feel you, Toya. Even Simone brought up the fact that she's having some issues with Contessa because she feels like Contessa accusing Toya of hitting her is character assassination, and I agree. There was also this part, you guys, in the season. I don't know when I'm going to be able to play it back for you guys, but Contessa it was at that, seafood boil where they had the crabs. And Contessa got with Heavenly, and, she was with Heavenly and Quad, and it was when Quad and Toya had kind of got into it, and she began talking all this shit about Toya, about the bitch that brought her onto the show, about the bitch that's supposed to have been her friend. Yes, Toya has been a bitch. She has. So I do agree with that, but my thing is this. If you were friends with somebody, you don't you may have your issue with them, but you don't need to keep throwing them under the bus. Stick to the issue that you had a problem with, which is her getting all in her motherfucking feelings, and you was just trying to help your dad. And she got all into this, oh, well, you didn't call me, and which Toya was completely wrong for that. But Contessa was saying some other shit, you guys, when they were outside, and she was like, nah, because Toya this, Toya that, Toya, like, that's unnecessary. Just stick to your issue. Simone also mentions that she don't think Contessa is owning her shit. Of course not, because Contessa sees herself as just a victim. So we got this little scene with Ayden and Daddy. Daddy is apologizing basically to Ayden because he's just like, listen, I'm not trying to have no ongoing feud with you because our wives don't get along. Ayden chimes in talking about, well, you was ready to fight just because I said don't talk about mom. No, motherfucker, he was ready to fight because your messy ass wife kept talking about some check your bitch. Like, Mariah was being very disrespectful. Then the bitch broke a motherfucking glass and try to shank Heavenly with the motherfucking glass. She didn't do it, but shit, it was a threat. So, Ayden, you need to check your motherfucking wife. Get some balls. Seriously. Next, Cecil chimes in and says, well, Damon, all Ayden was doing was he was just telling your wife, not to bring the mothers into it. And, you was, trying to fight him. I didn't feel like that was a bad enough statement. And then Damon pretty much states that, you know what? I kept trying to talk throughout the whole confrontation. And he did. He kept trying to talk to him and Mariah in a calm way. Everybody kept interrupting him, being disrespectful. Ayden, you are not a victim. You acting like that motherfucking wife of yours, and I'm not here for your ass. Because daddy was trying to talk to your ass calmly. But after a while, it's knuck if you buck, motherfucker. You know, because your motherfucking wife is breaking glasses. And what irritates me is nobody is focused on the fact that this bitch broke a glass. Then people want to say, well, Heavenly threw a chair. She ain't throw it at Mariah. She ain't throw that motherfucker at Mariah. But you got this bitch breaking glasses and shit like she about to really cut somebody. That's too much. Heavenly acknowledged her wrongdoing, and then Mariah apologized to Quad for commenting on her marriage and just pretty much stating that it was coming from a place of love. And do I think it was coming from a place of love? No. Like I always say, behavior reflects intentions. You and this girl are clearly not friends no more. Bitch, you need to get over it. You need to stop telling people how long you've known her and people can't tell you nothing about her. And, you know, it's kind of like, I don't give a fuck if we're not friends anymore. I own you and, you know, you do what I say. And, like, come on. You don't need to comment on her marriage. You also commented on Heavenly's marriage, talking about her man cheating on her. You need to stay out of shit. But no, you get your ass involved in the shit, then you want to play victim. I'm not here for that. And Ayden, you sitting up here talking about, oh, well, your wife keeps on, he's talking to Damon, and he's like, your wife keep mentioning the mama, yo mama stuff, and she needs to stop saying that. Damon was still nice and apologized, you know, for his wife's behavior. And that's cool. You know, he apologized, but at the same time, Ayden, when are you going to check your motherfucking wife about her coming out with, I don't give a fuck if she got tea on daddy or not. If it's not out there that man is cheating on his wife, then it's not out there. You don't need to fabricate and come up with stories. So, Mariah, bitch, you don't want nobody talking about your mama. Don't talk about anybody's marriage. Damon, honey, daddy, he is a better person than me, honey. Because if I was talking to Ayden's ass, that motherfucking conversation would have went somewhere else, okay? I'm just saying. Check your bitch. They hashed it out, so that was nice enough. That was nice enough. The men shouldn't be all involved anyways, but, you know, somebody coming for your wife, shit, you may need to lay hands. I'm just saying. So here go victim ass Mariah, and I'm glad Jackie and Heavenly caught her motherfucking ass. This bitch sitting up here, well, I'm just sorry that you keep saying, yo mama, I gotta face my mama and tell her why people are talking about her and bringing her up. And Heavenly and Jackie, they was just like, stay with you, stay with what you're owning, not on what somebody else is doing. Heavenly said, talk about that motherfucking glass that you broke, bitch. And that's what the fuck I'm on too. Own that, Lakeisha. This bitch sat up there with her lying ass. Well, I accidentally. No. Mariah, if you're gonna break shit, I need you to own it, bitch. I need you to motherfucking own it. That's why I don't fuck with this bitch. Because she don't own her shit. She always wants to put her motherfucking actions off on other people and then say, well, it was the accident. It wasn't no damn accident. If they play that clip back, they will see where your ass was. That shit was premeditated. You was thinking about that shit. Toya tried to stop your ass. You was like, no, get off me. Quad tried to talk to your ass. No. So, and you still broke the motherfucker, still had it in your hand like they tried to talk to you. You don't remember that, Mariah? Mariah, what the fuck is up with you constantly breaking glasses and shit? She talking about me and glasses don't get along. I see, bitch. Shit. Heavenly pretty much got up and walked off because she realized Mariah wasn't really trying to own her shit. She was trying to throw Heavenly's behavior in her face and not own her own. So, I don't blame Heavenly. So, Toya and Heavenly, they end up talking, and Heavenly asked Toya, who was Mariah's good Judy, did she break a glass? Toya said, yes, she broke a glass. And she was like, so why that bitch acting like she didn't do that? And then Heavenly was just like, I know you got your shit with Contessa, and Toya was like, yeah, you know, she was like, let's try to help each other then, because we both here with, bitches we don't like. And Toya talking about some, well, let us pray. And, she gets her big ass on the ground. I said, y'all stupid. Toya, you a fool. Get your ass up, girl. You ain't trying to pray. Okay, so next we got Contessa coming at Toya. And she's just like, well, you didn't call me or text me to see, see if I was okay. Bitch, you accused her. You accused her of doing the shit on purpose. So why do you expect to get a phone call or a text? Now, I don't know. I feel like both of y'all could have been and squashed this shit. Somebody could have, instead of you trying to get a hug and a kiss, Contessa, you could have pulled her to the side, say, hey, be woman to woman with it. Just be like, hey, I thought you did that on purpose. Toya would have been like, well, no, I didn't. And then y'all could have hashed that shit out. Do I think y'all should be friends? Hell no. Y'all don't have no real friendship, because the way that this has went on, it has went on to a point that lets me know y'all friendship was never real. It was superficial. It looked like it was really just for the show, I'm confused about the clip that they showed with Toya throwing shade at Contessa, stating, Scott, if you don't want to sleep with Contessa, there's an extra room, and she's laughing. I didn't see that in the normal episode. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Was it rude? Yes, Toya, you was wrong for that. This woman that had surgery, you don't need to be asking her husband, do he need to sleep in another room? Obviously, he wants to be with his wife. So, y'all are not in a good place for you to be joking like that, Toya. That was fucked up. So, Contessa starts again on Toya, and she pretty much made it look like, well, Toya, you said, oh, I'm sorry I did that. She said she was sorry. Heavenly even said she apologized. And then Contessa was like, well, I don't feel like you really meant it. I was still hurt. Were you hurt, bitch, when that big ass head son of yours was bopping you in the fucking... was you hurt then? This is, like I said before, you all, this is about her nailing Toya to the cross because she don't want to be bothered with Toya. You don't want to fuck with Toya, then don't fuck with her. But don't take this one fucking incident and make it into something so big. It is so fucking annoying. Toya goes off on Contessa. She was like, what you not gonna do is keep blaming me for this shit. You act like I'm out to get you. Stop acting like a victim, bitch. Ain't that what I just said? Simone started yelling at Toya, telling her to calm down. Simone gets on Toya, telling her, don't host a trip if you can't be a leader and control your emotions and try to get past this shit. No matter what, we all have to put our differences to the side and work this shit out. And I am in agreement. Contessa realizes that them going back and forth is stupid, is stale, and they end up squashing her beef. And I like that. I was like, okay, Contessa. All right, I still got my eye out on you, bitch. Because we know you a victim now, honey. But that was cool. So we are at Toya and Eugene's big old anniversary dinner where everybody is going to be sitting down and eating, honey. And it's about to be a mess. So at tonight's dinner, Toya and Eugene make an announcement that the last dinner they had was about giving. Now this night, they're going to be talking about sex and intimacy. That motherfucking Heavenly said, fuck all that. Can we just eat? I know that's right, Heavenly. So Simone asks Heavenly, what is you and Daddy's sex like? And Heavenly said, well, Daddy likes it when I put it in my mouth, honey. Everybody starts laughing. That damn Damon looks embarrassed as fuck. Poor Daddy, your woman just keep telling all your business. I thought it was funny in the confessional. He was still silent and embarrassed. That was so cute. Contessa was at the table, honey, cracking up at that. I thought that was funny, too. So, honey, they end up asking Simone about her sex life. And then Cecil, before that, states that, you just got to be with the right person in your relationship. I don't know what the fuck he said had to do with anything sexual. But then Simone began chiming in, stating that she's basic when it comes to their sex life. Bitch, we can see, because you can't dress. You are attractive, Simone, but it's like you are not sexy. And you know what's weird on this show? I'm looking at the women, because on Housewives, I kind of feel like all of them are sexy collectively. But on here, it just seems like only Toya is like I don't know. Toya's like the best looking, the sexy one. Quad can be sexy too, but right now, honey, she going through that divorce and she's a bit depressing. But yeah, them two is probably the sexiest I realize on this show, like with the way they dress. And Simone, you don't cut it. But anyways, Toya interrupts Simone while she talking about how basic she is. She keep trying to get Simone to change what she said. Eugene was like, just let the woman speak. Even Mariah chimed in. Toya, let her finish. You know, everybody looking at Toya. Toya is off her rocker, honey. Simone screams out, Eugene, you was masturbating. So whatever Toya was doing for you, it wasn't working. And Eugene starts laughing. Everybody laughing and smiling and shit. I'm just like, oh, Lord, y'all just putting all the business out there. But I think that was a part of their storyline last season. He was doing a lot of masturbating, child. Okay, y'all. So the child and Toya, honey. Toya is an Aries people. I know because I was best friends with an Aries woman. And then I dated an Aries guy. They're very childish. They want their way. Anyways, honey, Simone is still trying to talk about her sex life, and then Eugene pretty much lets Simone know, go on ahead and continue. Simone, you got the floor. Here go Toya. No, Eugene, no. I just think it's very lame when people say that, their sex life is very basic. If that's what describes her sex life, bitch, then that's what it is. Simone was like, well, I think it's very basic for motherfuckers to be masturbating, to use that word, So they go back and forth. Then Toya stands up. Well, if you don't got this biscuit in your hand, you can't talk. So Eugene takes the biscuit out of Toya's hand, gives it to Simone. Simone starts talking. Then Toya snatches it from Simone's hand, and she's steady arguing with Eugene over this shit. I'm looking like, Toya, why is you arguing over this petty ass shit? Sit your ass down. Everybody's looking at her. Mariah heavily looking at her. They're watching her disrespect her husband. This is the shit that Heavenly was talking about last season, Toya, about you disrespecting your husband. They even showed a clip where you told him to shut up, put that biscuit in his mouth. But it's very interesting. Last season, you and Mr. Eugene thought y'all was too good to address how you disrespect him, Toya. Y'all thought y'all was too good. Now your shit is playing out. I'm just saying. So Eugene is telling Toya to have a seat. She's, no, come talk to me. She's steady pulling on him. They go off to the side, have their conversation. So Eugene basically let her know, you need to woosah because you can't be dictating this whole thing. You being too damn bossy. Here go Toya. Stop talking! I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Look, what the hell's going on in here? What the fuck? I never seen Toya. I've seen her disrespect her husband, but she acting crazy, honey. And then Eugene keeps telling her to stop. She's like, no, you stop it. You stop it. And he's trying to, get her ass in check, which he ain't got her in check, child, at all. We know who wear the pants. I'm just saying. But, Toya is crying now. She's just like, I'm not trying to control everything. And, she's arguing still with Eugene. Then Eugene is just like, Toya, just go on, finish your game. You just do what you want to do. Toya was like, no, you just run it. You do it. Y'all know Toya gets passive aggressive, honey, when you try to correct her, So Toya and Eugene get back to the table. Toya breaks down and cries, and she says in her confessional, the last couple of days, has been crazy for me. Me and Contessa have been getting into it. It was really hard planning this trip and trying to make everybody happy. I'm just going through it. It's just a lot. So Simone recognizes that her friend needs to talk. Let me get on this because I almost missed it. When Toya and Eugene was having a little issue when they went off to the side, Simone told Quad, which I felt she was wrong. Simone gonna try to tell Quad, go on and check on your girl. Simone, no, that is, and Quad told her right. She said, that is their marriage. I'm not getting in the middle of that. Simone, what is up with you starting shit and trying to get people in the middle of people's marriages? I'm happy to see that you actually grabbed Toya to go talk and try to get her to calm down. But I felt you looked suspect, Simone, when you did that shit. That was wrong. You don't put nobody up to go settle a dispute between a man and wife. Let them work that shit out. Eugene at the table, he confused. He's like, what the hell was that about? Why is Toya doing all this crying? This is crazy. Simone hugs her and lets her know that Eugene is the last person she needs to be arguing with. He's just trying to be helpful. Toya, you need to stop fighting with this man. He loves you. And Toya is steady crying. I also like what Simone said to Toya. She said, just so you know, I will try to stay away from the word basic, honey. And Toya ends up laughing and they come back to the table. I thought that was cute. So Toya comes back to the table and apologizes to Eugene about her disruptive and crazy ass manic behavior. And then she lets everybody know she's been taking a new birth control. What do you all feel about that? Y'all think it was the birth control or you think the bitch just crazy? I think she's just crazy if you ask me, but whatever. Don't nobody believe her. Everybody in their confessional like, that bitch lying. She just crazy. Ain't no birth control. Do that. I like that Toya addressed Heavenly and said that, you know what, I put all this work into planning this trip. Heavenly told me it would be hard, and it has been. I have to admit that. And I'm glad you finally admitted that, Toya, because it was very irritating for you to keep saying, well, who could plan a better trip, me or Heavenly? You kept making it this competition, so I'm glad she learned that lesson. Toya ends up addressing Contessa, telling her that, you know what, I am really sorry about everything that has happened with us, and our relationship has went sideways, and I'm just hoping we can, just be cordial and get back to working out our relationship. Contessa agrees, and I really like that. That was nice. So Toya addresses Mariah and Heavenly, stating that she hopes that they can get in a better place as well, because it's really petty and it's really childish and stupid. Both of their husbands have gotten in each other's faces. They about to go at it. It's a lot. And Toya is absolutely correct. It is childish on both ends. Y'all know I'm more of a Heavenly fan, but both of them, Mariah and Heavenly, collectively have been very childish with each other. But good old Lakeisha don't think that, honey. Good old Mariah Lakeisha, honey. She don't think so. She was like, our husbands was in each other's faces. Did y'all see how Ayden was looking all confused? She talking about you, motherfucker. You don't own your behavior. You and Miss Lakeisha acting like you a motherfucking victim. That's why I do not like her like that, y'all. Mariah is funny, but she will never be my girl. Because she's childish. She don't own her shit. She likes to put everything off on other people. This bitch says, they were not. Our husbands was not in each other's faces. I'm sick of everybody doing that. Denial, denial, victim, victim. And I'm done with this bitch. Mariah says, well, ain't nobody go share the blame in that bullshit. And why not, bitch? You making a motherfucking shank. You didn't even correctly acknowledge that. So that's how we knew you had to be on some bullshit. Good old Lakeisha didn't like to be corrected by Toya. She says to her husband, it is time for us to go. Simone states, pretty much asks Mariah, moving forward, can you and Heavenly just have a silent relationship? Mariah agrees, says that, yeah, moving forward, I won't say shit to Heavenly or Quad. Do I believe that? Hell no, that bitch is a liar. Quad said, I think it's a good decision. So Simone said, and with that being said, there doesn't need to be any sly comments or anything. And here go Mariah. Well, what do you mean? Why would you say that? What is you talking about? Bitch, you know what the fuck they talking about. Toya is just like, well, what do you mean, Mariah? Like, say what you mean. Even her good Judy is trying to figure her stupid ass out. Mariah in her confessional talking about she can't fit with the group that won't acknowledge basic morals and people talking about her mother. Girl, shut the fuck up. She's at the table making little slide comments. Oh, well, they won't shut this bitch down. And, it's childish. And y'all like her. A lot of y'all like Mariah. This is y'all girl that y'all like, acting stupid and childish. Motherfuckers is trying to squash something with your pumpkin head ass, and you won't do it. And Quad steps in and lets her know, listen, you don't want nobody talking about your mother, but you can't say shit about Damon either. That's Heavenly's man that she has to see. He's family to her. Your mother is family to you. And Quad says in her confessional, you know what? She doesn't want nobody talking about her mother, but it's okay for her to say whatever the fuck she want to say about other people's men or their family. Mariah's sitting up there saying off to the side, well, they putting us together like we the same way, and here go Ayden. Well, none of them are your true friends. I'm your only friend. Eugene stops the bullshit. He's just like, listen, I can hear everything that you're saying, and either you go say it out loud or you need to just be quiet. Eugene, I'm really not all the way here for you all the time, but right there, baby, you spoke the truth. Get them together, Mr. Eugene. I'm feeling Eugene this season. Stepping up, letting motherfuckers know that they are wrong. Yes. So good old Lakeisha didn't like that, honey. Her and Ayden, they get their ass up and walk off. She's telling him, oh, we just don't fit together no more. Toya, you a fool. You still trying to talk to this bitch and work shit out. I would let that bitch go. Qua was like, bye. And I don't blame any of them. I think everybody collectively at this point is getting sick of Mariah and Ayden shit. They're always acting like goddamn victims, and they're not. Toya comes back to the table letting everybody know Mariah feels excluded from the group, and Eugene is just like, listen, if they want to feel that way, then let them feel that way. It is what it is. Let them work that shit out, and I am all the way here for what he said. So next, the group is about to get on a yacht. This is the next day, and I believe Heavenly and Toya have on the same outfit. I do believe it looks better on Toya. I will say that. Heavenly, you my girl. Heavenly talking about, I'ma burn this shit. Burn it, bitch. So, honey, they on a little yacht, and they talking about this honey that Eugene got for the men, and it's supposed to be filled with, testosterone. The women, Toya and Contessa, want to try it, and then Jackie was like, well, hold up now. Y'all don't want to do too much of that, because, shit, y'all take some of that honey, your clitoris will grow into a little pee-pee, honey. That shit was funny. Everybody is enjoying yacht life with Lakeisha and Ayden, honey. They done prepared a nice little something for everybody after all that victimized behavior the next day. I thought that was interesting that they wanted to do a little yacht for everybody. So loud ass Simone, Contessa, I want to re-welcome you to the group. It's like I could not live in a house with fucking Simone. She's so fucking loud. Damn, see, so how do you... No wonder you motherfuckers got two different houses. Shit, that loud ass bitch. So Contessa ends up saying to Simone, oh, well, it was just for surgery. I had surgery. And then, that motherfucking Simone said, well, bitch, I need you to stop saying, it was just for surgery. It was just for surgery. You coming off like a victim, which I agree. She's been using the surgery, I feel, to just keep letting everybody know she's had surgery, bitch. We get it. And Simone was like, I don't think we got Alzheimer's. We remember you telling us you had surgery. And then Simone says that, well, it bothers me that Contessa may have been using the surgery to not hang around the group because she doesn't want to be bothered with Toya. I don't believe that for some reason. Even though I don't really like Contessa like that, I don't think that she would let Toya stop her from showing up. I know her and Toya have had their issues, but I don't think that she would just stop coming around just because of Toya. She does use that surgery shit a lot, though. I will say that. Next thing I know, motherfuckers, that motherfucker Simone is screaming, talking about, you just keep shoving it down our face. And Contessa was like, well, I'm just now coming back because I'm just now getting better. And they arguing back and forth, child. Next thing I know, that motherfucking Simone tells Contessa, fuck you, and she walks off, honey. I was like, ooh, child, you motherfuckers stay getting into it. But that is my recap, you all, for Married to Medicine. They done moved these ladies to Saturday night. This is a good black show. It is a good show. They deserve to come on right after Real Housewives of Atlanta. Or put their ass back on Fridays. Because I'll watch it either way. But what the fuck is we doing putting this on Saturday when a lot of people go out and... Like, this is a good show and y'all stay fucking with shit. I'm sick of it. But that is my recap, you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl Brand New and I am out.